Houston Rockets are front runners in courting Carmelo, and once he becomes a free agent. Now, James Harden, he did weigh into this a little bit, stating it would be a great acquisition for us. Harden recently told the Houston Chronicle, Melo's a proven vet. He just wants to win at this point, so it would be great for him to be on our team. The current roster we have now, we've got good guys back, and we keep making forward progress. Jalen, any doubt that Carmelo will end up in Houston next season?
I don't have any doubts, Maria. I think it's going to be an actual really good decision for him to choose to go to the Rockets for all of the reasons James Harden just alluded to. I would like to see Carmelo age gracefully. Allen Iverson wasn't able to do so late in his career when he refused in a lot of situations to adjust his role. That's what happens to being a vet. You have to find a way to reinvent yourself. Hoodie Melo was a character last summer, but that wasn't the guy we saw in OKC. And for Carmelo Anthony, playing with Chris Paul, playing with James Harden, he's going to get a chance to be the secondary playmaker on the weak side of action. So now people running at him, he can just dive and score. And so the idea that he's going to be a 18 or 20-point scorer, I hope that mentality leaves him because he scoffed at the notion of coming off the bench, and he frowned at the notion that they didn't use him properly. So I think that now he's going to humble himself enough to understand that Houston has a legitimate chance to win it all, and he can't be the reason or the person that slows up the progress.
I continue to say the guy he could model himself after if he wants to is Vinnie Johnson, the microwave, who you'll remember fondly as being the guy who would come off the bench for those great Pistons teams, the bad boy championship teams, when they wanted to give guys like Isaiah and those guys a little bit of a breather, and just came in and was instant offense. You go. Go get me like 12 points in a 4-minute stretch to keep us going so that the starters and the stars, if you will, get a little bit of a blow. But the point is, because he seems perfectly suited for that. I don't know that he can play crunch time minutes for that team in a series against Golden State, because who's he guarding? Who are you putting? If he's on the floor with the Golden State Warriors that have Boogie Cousins at the 5, who is Carmelo Anthony guarding?
So here's the apples to oranges thing. Vinnie Johnson was never an all-star, isn't a Hall of Famer, a terrific businessman and a magnificent supporter of JRLA. Big shout, microwave. With that being said, Carmelo Anthony, in his mind, he's still trying to compete with LeBron James, still trying to compete with Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade. So that level of humility has to happen in Houston. But you brought up a great point. He was just in the playoffs this year, playing with OKC against the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last time I checked, that didn't end so well because he found himself out of position without anyone to guard, like you just mentioned.
I think he learned a lesson there. And being with CP3 could possibly help too. Like the chemistry that you would have in a veteran leader like that